Jumbo, Jumbo, Shalom, Shalom. I hope all is well. Hope the tribe is safe. Welcome to episode 4 of Friday Fact Mania. Before I start, always praises to the Most High. I'm about to jump right into it. So here we have the brother Michael Stewart, who passed away September 28th, 1983 in Manhattan, New York. So the cause of this brother's death was cardiac arrest. So the brother got arrested for graffitiing in a transit station area, and I guess some officers found him. They proceed with the arrest. They try arresting him, but they run into a few problems. They're saying that, once again, he's too violent. He's so violent, in fact, that they had to chase him down in the street while trying to arrest him and beat him unconscious. So once again, we have another one of those stories where they're saying, we couldn't be controlled, so we had to use physical force. So they proceed with the arrest. They arrest him, and as they arrest him, they're beating on him, doing all kinds of things to him. They're tying him up. They're hog tying him. They're just doing all kinds of things, unnecessary things that police officers are supposed to be doing when they're supposed to serve and protect. Those are air quotes. So you later on find out that the cardiac arrest basically came from like a heart attack or something, because he got so beat up that his body just couldn't even take the injuries that that suffered from the beat up. Now the police officers and just the department in general, the police department in general, deny having anything to do with his death. They said his beating, the injuries that happened to him, didn't have any effect on his brain hemorrhaging and him having a heart attack or cardiac arrest. But as you can see, they changed the cardiac arrest to the final report. Spinal cord injuries was his cause of death. So there you have it. They changed the cardiac arrest, and you can look it up. It's not cardiac arrest anymore. It's spinal cord injuries, which you don't suffer from massive amounts of alcohol and marijuana, which the cops found on him the day of his arrest. Also, he had got arrested previously that day too, so he got arrested like twice. The first, he got arrested one time earlier, and then the second time led to his death. He got arrested actually on the 13th and passed on the 28th of September. So he was in the cardiac arrest for like 15 days. His girlfriend came to visit him at the hospital along with his family, and they seen all the bruises. They seen all of it themselves, so they can tell you. Also, there were 27 27 students in a designer school that heard him saying, quote, and I quote, "What did I do? What did I do?" To me, it's just like, I believe everything that happened because they did a similar thing to Sandra Bland. So I believe that the cops had very much a big part to play in his death. They gave him brain hemorrhage. The family settled on 1.7 million. So, you know, my heart goes out to the family. Once again, it's another sad story. Check this clip out that I found on the internet. I really couldn't find too much on them, but it's something about tagging and graffiti, seeing as this brother did initially get arrested for graffitiing. He had a passion for, you know, the art, graffitiing and tagging. So check this clip out. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much. The family stay safe. The tribe be good.
Two deaths in 2 weeks. Graffiti artists or taggers trying to climb high to leave their mark. And tonight, we're getting some insight into why they go to such extremes to tag from a graffiti artist himself.
Bigger, the better. The more you can do it, the more attention you're going to get.
KCRA 3's Richard Sharp live tonight in Sacramento with a look at the dangers of tagging. Richard?
Yeah, the man that died 16 floors up had a can of spray paint, police say, and a glass etching tool. The death isn't surprising for one graffiti artist who tells KCRA 3 it's just an attempt to go bigger.
And it's just one motion, just...
He's not a tagger. Mike Santori is a professional graffiti artist called a piecer, short for masterpiece, creating big murals legally like this one on the back of an Auburn bank. But he knows why taggers go to great lengths and heights to leave their mark.
The bigger, the better. The more you can do it, the more attention you're going to get and build a reputation for yourself.
Sacramento police say a suspected graffiti tagger was found dead, dangling from a rope he got tangled in. Fire officials say he had no safety equipment, just a rope he tried to rappel with off a 17th floor ledge at 12th and K.
The way that the rope was looped around him put him into a position where he was more in a seated position.
And on March 17th, a man fell to his death from a bridge over I-80 east of Winter Street. Police believe the man was spray painting graffiti on the bridge when he fell. Santori says these deaths are not surprising.
No, it's just the next level. You know, he did it bigger, so he's more popular. He has that juice.
Santori also says the deaths are sad. Many graffiti artists are just trying to express their creativity, and some take it too far.
It's the thrill, it's the excitement. I want to be noticed. I'm alive. I'm here. You know, someone look at me, which we all want that acceptance.
The identity of the person that died just off the 17th floor, 16th floor up here, has not been released yet, pending next of kin notification. Live in Sacramento, I'm Richard Sharp, KC.